I hope this shows up on there. That is incredible. Welcome back to Arkansas Bigfoot. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to each and every one of you. We are back here in the Grove area today, right at the edge of the nursery and the bog area where all of that meets up. And I'd planned on using our tree that we'd used the last couple of times back here to put their Christmas trees out. And my eye caught something white glimmering over here on the ground. I want to show this to you real quick before we get started.
I don't remember seeing this.
It wasn't, because we walked through here the last time we came through. But we've got a pile of quartz sitting down here at the base of this tree. And to look at it back from this distance, of course, it looks like two trees right here, but the one right behind her is actually like a conjoined twin.
I'd like to leave the gifts here because I feel like we've really brought our energies together with the family, and I think it's very symbolic when I feel it.
It sounds like a plan to me.
And something about this, between these two trees, feels very gate-like to me, door-like.
I'm not sure where they've carried that in from.
We get a lot of quartz here and there like this, and it's even got streaks of...
That had to have came way down by the creek, but
This is clean. I'm trying mess it up. Not that I could mess it up.
Well, let us get this all set up and fixed up for them, and we'll be back in just a minute. Well, it's been quite a year out here in the woods for us, and we thought that the best way to celebrate that is to share some of our favorite clips throughout the year. Some of them you've seen, some of them you haven't. But before we get started with all of that, I first want to say thank you to everyone that has helped with all of this out here this year.
Having you guys with us is amazing.
It has just been a tremendous support and help doing all of this that we do. I'm sure you're anxious to see what kind of feast in the forest we have for them today.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like Junior's already eyeballing.
Give you the panoramic view of it here. I'll walk up and take a little closer look and give you the lowdown.
I feel like they have company, so we're trying not to be too interruptive. But it's also winter solstice, and that feels like an important time for them.
Well, to start left to right, we've got their all-time favorites, the moon pies and peanut butter, apples. Got a big bag of duck eggs, some peanut brittle, bananas, root beer candy, popcorn, sardines and smoked kipper snacks, pecan pies, some cereal, a box of snickerdoodle cookies, some dried plums, a big bag of pecans, more moon pies and peanut butter. And on top of this pizza box, it's got a large pepperoni pizza. We've got some caramel covered apples with candy sprinkles, candy and peanut sprinkles.
Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you, Joyce, yes. 3 of those great big jawbreakers. Got their Vienna sausages, more moon pies, another bag of pecans and popcorn. Those little rolls of candy are cherry candies.
And if you've missed it, cherry, when the seasons are dry and they get a dry throat or little scratch, the cherry is really soothing to their throat. So we thought, well, if they didn't need them right now, then they'd have some extras.
Got some more apples, bananas, sausages, moon pies, root beer candy, peanut butter, more sardines and kipper snacks. Had to go to Junior's all-time favorite, some hot, spicy chicken gumbo over a bed of rice.
I hear
More of the
so funny.
different flavored moon pies. They're strawberry, salted caramel, banana.
Mm-hmm.
More of the caramel apples, big jawbreakers, and another pepperoni pizza.
I'm really feeling a lot of focus right here. So somebody already is eyeballing these apples and jawbreakers and pizza. Maybe all of them on this one side because that's what they can see the most clearly.
Okay, so where's the stocking stuffers? Well, there's a few right there. Some candy canes. I think they're fruit flavored instead of peppermint.
They are.
That looks like quite a spread, doesn't it?
Yeah, but really considering the size of the family and if they have anybody in, it's not that much. And I've made sure to let them know that we absolutely have brought this with, you know, if they want to share with everybody, share with everybody.
Because we're not done yet.
No, we're not.
Let's talk about jelly beans. You want to do the honors and grab those and bring them over?
I got you. There should be no need for fussing or fighting over anything today.
All right, now. Well, I want to let everybody see that entirety. Now, there are 8 bags in there, and I want you to pay close attention. 8 bags. And I counted every jelly bean in there. And I know exactly.
He didn't even have to take his shoes off to count that.
No, I didn't. So I know exactly how many are in there, and I've got it written down. And we're going to put these jelly beans out for them. And then we're going to have a contest for next week.
Let's see, and we said there are how many bags that way?
8 bags, that's
8
all
bags.
I'm going to tell them.
Okay.
So whoever guesses the most accurately without going over is going to win a prize. And whoever comes in second is going to win a prize.
Hang on just a minute.
Well, you
want
got
me
your
to-
hands full. I guess go ahead and put those jelly beans up there, and then
This
we'll
might
show
be
'em-
tricky.
We'll show them what we're gonna give away for the prize.
I'm just hoping they'll sit tight.
Let's just say I counted until I got tired, and then I quit.
Oh, I should tell Arpina the black jelly beans are black licorice, Arpina.
Yeah, we looked for a bag of the black licorice candy, and all we found at the time was the root beer, so that's what we...
But she likes the sassafras root too, so maybe the root beer would be good for her also.
All right, so there's 8 bags of jelly beans. Now,
If y'all don't eat them, I'll be back.
like I said, whoever is the closest in guessing the number is going to win top prize without going over the count, that is. And we got a jet flying over. Would you like to show them what they're going to win if they
Yeah.
guess correctly?
All right, guys. So, hold that. Okay.
All right, whoever gets the closest is going to get one of the t-shirts.
Now we have just
Just a few right now.
a few. Yeah.
So tell me how many jelly beans you think are total in all 8 bags. Put it in the comment. Whoever is the closest without going over is going to win one of the shirts. Second prize for the runner-up is one of the wall plaque bottle openers with Sasquatch on it that I make. And we'll send that to the second place.
Yep. Good stuff.
Well, guys, we've got a lot of little clips and video to show you today, so we're going to get on with what we're doing. Next week, somebody's having a birthday.
Yes, it will be, well, the first week, the 6th of January actually, so week after.
I wasn't talking about that. Your birthday is New Year's Eve.
I was talking Yeah.
Yes.
See, I keep trying to avoid these things, but some people won't let me.
So anyway, we'll have next week's video before her birthday because we probably need to go out and do something special for her birthday. Anyhow, we'll announce the winner of the jelly bean contest then.
Oh, and thank everybody. I'm thanking everybody. We're thanking everybody for the wonderful Christmas cards and greetings that you've sent. I know the family, it's hard to understand or imagine, but the family becomes also reasonably connected to everyone we're very solidly connected to. So don't be afraid to, I'm not talking about Christmas cards, but
Yes,
don't be
one
afraid
of-
to reach out and bond energetically with these
One
people.
of our friends is now getting
visits.
visitations by the orbs and everything else, so that's
And he's
pretty
not
cool.
the first. They solidly energy check on those that we consider family, which all of you we consider family. We'd like to know some of you better, but they know who's who. So
All right, so we hope you enjoy the little clips and pieces that we put together for you today. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if we don't see you before then, and have a wonderful holiday season. Thanks.
thank you.
Here in this primitive river bottom wilderness in southern Arkansas, along with deer, duck, crane, and beaver, lurks a creature that walks upright. Whether it is a man, a monster, or a myth, no one really knows. What we do know is the people around Fouke, Arkansas say they have seen such a creature nearly 250 times since 1954. And that this creature, whatever it is, emits one of the most terrifying sounds ever recorded.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn, in order for them to see this, I'm going to turn this other light out. And I'm going to turn this light out, so we're going to get dark real quick. Let me see that UV light.
They're everywhere.
Try not to fall down. Alright, there's one bag.
Weird. Come on.
One of them's over there. Alright, that yellow on the log is actually those lichens. Look here.
Oh wow.
You can almost see
It's little.
like a little tiny hand.
It's little.
See if I can get around there without, you can see fingers on it.
It is a little fella. Let me try to
There's another.
smudge, blurb, something.
Of course, you can see how that white on that pickled herring can glows. Alright, you got that jar?
Just
It's everywhere on it.
messy.
Smeared all over the place. There's that big Ziploc baggie that had the moon pies right there.
Let's hear what was left.
What do you got?
Just, they were right there by the peanut butter jar. And it's just leaves, but look at the pink, like they're saying that, you know, they got the message of what we were doing. I just thought it was odd.
Turn your light back off for a second so this UV light will work. There's some more right there.
little somethings.
Right there on that limb. I'm coming around you.
Okay.
Stand still.
Log.
Alright, so all of that laying there on the ground are little teeny tiny shreds of paper. And that's what's glowing there. And here's another big splotch on the side of the tree. Yeah, I don't see much else right here. I'm going to turn the lights back on. Alright, so like I said, there was coming off of that bag, and you can see pink on it. And there was spots here on the tree itself. Well, as you can see, we have shifted gears. I've been waiting for the absolute perfect opportunity to try this experiment out. And no, I'm not talking about the train whistle. Been waiting for a day that was heavily overcast so I could turn on the IR filters in the daytime.
Without the rain.
Without the rain, yeah. The reason behind that is a year or so ago, using the older camera that we had, early in the morning or the last 10 or 15 minutes of daylight with the IR filters turned on, it would pick up just all kinds of crazy energetic anomalies, look like warp zones walking through the woods, shapes, everything. So we're going to try this back and forth today. We'll do some of it like this, give you some of it in the regular camera so you can compare back and forth and see. But we wanted to look at the woods while we had the opportunity in this IR spectrum. So come on, let's get with it.
All right. Quiet.
It's very quiet. Yeah, I hear something over there stepping. Come on, boy, where are you? I guess it's a boy, it might be a girl.
Come closer.
I can still hear it moving back in there. is pacing us. Tell you what, you couldn't get a more perfect area for one to be roaming around in.
No doubt. Can't wait to get up here in the daytime.
I was looking right there. Can you see that cedar
It's
right next to the big tree?
Mm-hmm.
It's a live break. I mean, it's still alive, but it is snapped down.
Yeah, it broke.
And he's moving around back in there.
We had those young ones.
I just heard a little pine cone flick at us. Or something like that. You hear that one squeaking? Well,
I don't want to start over.
no, I'm not going to walk up on a female with a young one out here in the dark that they don't know us.
Especially during season when they're already on top.
That's what she's doing. She's scavenging these gut piles and stuff.
All right, Mama.
And still hear it walking. Alright, well, let's back on out the trail. Guys, I believe that's exactly what the deal is. I think we got a female up here with a young one that she's... Did you just hear that one?
I did.
Now the dog's barking at it over there.
Now it's hustling behind you again.
Yeah. She's taking advantage of these free gut piles and...
Well, she's like right behind you though.
Yeah, I think we'll get on out to the trail and let her have at it. Alright, we're going on. We're going to leave you alone.
Come on, guys, talk to us.
There you go.
Well, you don't have to be down around Falk to have your own version of a boggy creek. Thought we'd bring you guys back on a little hiking adventure with us today into the farther parts of the woods, places that we don't normally get into. I think we've found our way into a little bedroom area down here. This
Gave us permission to share it.
This creek never goes dry. It's always got running water in it. And of course we have the pond that's up there behind the house. And beyond that, just turns into a bog. It's always swampy and a muddy mess back there. It looks like we've got quite the grand place for hideouts back here, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have made our way down to the riverbank, and it sure has changed a lot since the last time I was down here.
Definitely.
At one time there used to be fishing cabins, and there's some remnants of the foundations. They were all up on stilts for the flooding. I was kind of watching the mud down through this ravine here to see if we see any prints through it.
Mm-hmm. Toes. Hey, you'll have to back up to catch it. Right here. You see the toes?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I was telling Rachel my memories of back in here. Anytime through the spring, summer, and fall, any of these great big trees, you would come back here and guys would catch the great big flathead catfish in their nets, and they'd nail the head up to the tree and then fillet and clean the fish. So all of these big trees had dozens and dozens of flathead catfish.
Some of the flatheads in
carcasses.
the nets would weigh over 100 pounds apiece. They were massive.
I'm 6'2", a little more give or take. Biggest one that I ever had in my hands, and we didn't weigh it, but I was holding it by the gills, and its lip was up over the bridge of my nose, and its tail was past the ground and started curving up, so it was over 6 foot long. It was like 6'6",
It was probably
6'7".
about 75 pounds. 70.
It had to have been over 100 pounds.
I don't know. It was big.
Huge old fish.
Divers would, there's pipelines in places across this river. And divers would go down and work on the pipelines, come straight back up and say, nope, there's fish down there big enough to eat me.
But there's the Wabash River. We're standing on the Illinois side, of course, and across is Indiana.
Yep. Stone's throw. You got a big arm. It's mostly catfish, but there's perch and
There's pretty much
pretty good
everything over
variety.
here. Perch, there's bass in there, there's all kinds of stuff in it. And right there where that log's at in the middle of the stream, that's humped up and the channel runs either side of it, and you get out there on the boat and use cut bait and catch channel cat that weighed 25, 35 pounds consistently out of that.
They're always a challenge because they'll try to wrap around the
Logs.
and yeah.
I wanted you guys to get a chance to see this. This is all part of my childhood memories of running around all through this area.
We'd sit all night and fish. Wow, looky here.
You see what's right in front
I
of me
see.
there?
Let's go.
And it's even pinned down.
We've got some mud here, so bear with me. I don't have my boots. Oh, looky here. This is awesome.
What was that?
Right over here. Come on. Old friend, come. Oh, I got the box.
Alright, so we've got an arch there, and it's all pinned down with what looks like Y, or what is that?
Let me see. Let me get a different view. What is it? Help me out, guys.
Is that a kind of their own version of an A or a Y or something?
But yeah, it feels like it's reversed, like coming out. Hello, old friend here. You know, we used to come out here.
Leaner right there in the tree.
We used to come out pretty often. Ken was out here more than I was, actually.
Now we're talking about
35
years ago
yeah.
or longer.
And when we pulled up, I felt like I heard, "Hello, old friends." And it gave me a start, not a scare, but a start. So whomever resides, I feel, they don't forget. Everything inside of me says they don't forget. And recognized, at least Ken.
Now the old county blacktop is about 200 yards to my right, so you'll hear a little traffic once in a while, but this muddy lane that we pulled off onto goes on down into the river.
Hello, old friend. Interesting. I don't know if that's an intentional X or more like an asterisk. This is the path. It's a male. I can feel him. Oh. Okay. I'm just pulling loose leaves that have fallen.
That's half of the foot. Looks like the toes are pointed your direction.
They're coming up this way. It's very square, I would say. Female. Is this female? Yes.
Alright, so yeah, right, show them the heel.
Okay, let me pull the loose ones that are on top. It's all the way back here. Okay, so here are some toes all the way over to here. Here's the smallest, and it comes straight back, and it's actually going all the way to here. It's a very long,
24 inches.
It's good. Thank you. You'll hear me communicating with these differently because I feel like they know us and we don't know them quite in the same way. So I am approaching gently We did hear something more like a squeal over here, so I don't want to startle any young ones or those that might not know us. The message.
Yeah, there were many nights that we would come
Right in front.
sit out here and you would hear different howls and yowls and sounds. At the time we just weren't
Chalked it
sure what
off. I
was
don't
making them.
When you're out in the country, you get used to a lot of sound. And you understand that nature is very active, especially at night. Can we approach? I was feeling the need to ask. Yes.
Way up through there, about 60
Right here is a
yards in
structure.
front of me is a structure up there.
Do we have permission to
There
explore?
is a
Yes.
X right there.
We know you. They keep saying we know you. We can look. They're saying it's okay. So we don't want to startle anybody. We're not here to disturb.
There's another.
Big.
No, did you hear it? That
Yeah, I heard one right in front of us and then that again. It's okay.
well, we have got a little bit of a busy day planned ahead and got a road trip later this afternoon to go check some stuff out. So today we have got a volunteer with us to help put some treats out.
If she doesn't eat them all first.
If she doesn't eat them all first. Everybody'd like to say hello to.
Can you wave hi? You say hi? Yes, your treat bucket. What's
This
your-
is Adeline.
Addie.
This is our 2-year-old granddaughter going on 12. And go find Junior.
Let's go find the babies.
Yeah, get your bucket.
Here. This one's yours. Atta girl. Careful. You have to be easy. Yay. Oh, okay, good job. You hold the butterfly.
I don't see any of those tennis balls.
No? We left 3.
Yeah.
So we've got, this is interesting to me. It's split straight across. And right here. This one's the same way on this side. It's just like, shoot. This is clean as a whistle. Okay, Addie. You gonna help me?
Got you a seesaw.
That's right.
Well, maybe that's what the little ones use it for when they're out here. Through the eyes of a child.
Yes.
She's figured it out.
Okay, let's bring these over here. Oh, be careful, honey. Watch your little eyeballs.
Well, while you're doing that, I just spotted something out of the corner of my eye. I'm gonna go check it out real quick.
We'll get this
Well, that's not the first time we've seen that. Over at Junior's log, there was a little football that got shoved inside of one of the peanut butter jars. There's a tennis ball inside of one. That's cool.
I feel like somebody keeps hitting them. Probably just a bad setup for me. Well, we're gonna. You guys are gonna have to make it work. Oh yay, sardine time. Come on.
Sometimes things will show up on the computer monitor after I upload off of the camera that I don't see in the little tiny 2x3 camera monitor. So you see me scanning around. If I don't see it out here in the dark with just the IR light, sometimes it'll show up on the bigger screen once we've uploaded. Just looking for eyeballs and peekers and any silhouettes or anyone that wants to step out here.
That took. Come on. Man, that one was super glued on. All right. I don't think those are going to be long tonight.
There's a knock.
Yeah.
A light, but it's a knock.
Okay, where you at? Right behind you. Who said that?
Alright, so once again, pretty much the same as with the other tree. It's a carbon copy of it.
Yep.
Now let's go bang the rocks and leave them to it. It's past my beauty sleep time and I'm tired today.
It's been a long day.
Are the rocks even there or are they gone now?
Let's go find out. These limbs are.
Well, if they're there, they're behind that
They're
on
there,
the
they're not
ground.
on this time. You guys been playing with
All
rocks?
of them flipped out there. They've
Way
been back
out
here.
there.
They've been back here clacking on them.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
those didn't fall off that way.
You just pinched me. Stop.
They goosing you?
No, he's pinching my arm. All right. We're going to give it a go, but I don't know how.
That ain't gonna work. You gotta hit two rocks together.
No,
We'll just.
it was flat. How in the world? Okay, we're going to do it like this.
There he is. Come on, buddy. Get up here and get after it.
And Took's right close here. I can feel him. He's
Come on, buddy. Just poke your head out for a second. Come on. Where'd you go? Come on, get out here. Come on, I hear you. Let's go. Man, oh man. flyovers would ever quit.